Hey guys, Skinny Elephant here, back with the second part of Match Day 1, Group D, E, and F. So we're going to start off with Spain and Czech Republic. We didn't see much of this game, so I actually didn't catch it. One of the few games I didn't catch. So again, can't really talk about a game I didn't watch. But I just want to say Spain won, PK with the 87th minute header. And I just wanted to get that out of the way quickly, because like I said, we didn't watch it, so I can't really talk about a game I didn't watch.
We did see highlights, so we can just say that, De Gea made some really big saves. Same with Czech. Czech was easily Czech Republic's biggest player, kept them in for the longest part of the game. And apparently, we're just getting this from reports that Spain were they weren't playing to the best of their ability.
Yeah, they're very lackluster
and stagnant. So
yeah.
These are other people's statements, not ours. And then Turkey, Croatia.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? It was a pretty good game. Turkey, unfortunately, came out really sluggish and never really recuperated. The manager took off. There was some star players like Arda Turan and Ozia Cup, who are really very good players. Arda Turan's been there for a while, but Ozia Cup, a very good young player, who was taken off, and the manager probably trying to show, if you're not going to play well, you're not going to play at all. And Croatia was really the better team the whole game. I mean, there's nothing like Croatia was clearly a better team. They controlled the play. Could have easily been 3 or even 4 goals by the end of the first half there. But you know what? Turkey will most likely turn it around following their next matchups there. I can see them definitely beating the Czechs possibly. Or them giving Spain a hard time, especially after their apparently poor performance against the Czechs there and their 1-0 win. A lot of 1-0 wins, to be honest, in the tournament so far. A lot of teams just feeling each other out that first game.
You know what I think it is? I think it's part with the third place thing. The 4 best third place teams go through, and I feel like they're not taking as much of a risk. Like, hey, we only need third place, we can get through. So they're just playing defensively, not trying too much. Score a goal or try to keep a clean sheet. And
no one wants to concede.
It's kind of killing it, to be honest. They should have either stuck with the. They should have either went up to 32 or just stuck with the previous format.
I mean, no, 32 would have been. Well, yeah, I mean, 32 might have been interesting maybe.
The amount of teams that were left out would have been interesting to keep in.
Yeah, I guess. It is stupid though. 24 makes no sense. That's really dumb.
That's the third place rule. Like, everyone's playing defensive and it's just really killing it. The World Cup, that was one of the more exciting World Cups we had in a while. A lot of things to factor in, obviously. Different balls, like mechanics, stuff like that. All those little silly things. They changed the rules. They had less calls to make sure the game kept on going. A lot of little things that made it more offensive and more potent to watch, entertaining to watch. But the way they set it up for the Euros wasn't well managed on their part. Not France, but the UEFA's.
Yeah, it just at the time when I heard 24 teams, I was kind of like, okay, don't really know how they're gonna do that, but. I mean, no, it still has. It's not been a poor Euros by any means. There's been some solid gameplay. It's a very good matchup still. I'm not saying it's been a poor Euros, but
for what it could be with the teams that are in it, it should be much better though.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I feel like a lot of teams just don't want a high goal differential or a low goal differential. Sorry, so they can make it through in the third place teams there. So that's like I said, Croatia dominated the play, and Turkey will most likely be back in the end there.
Not to mention that really crazy volley by Modric.
That was a nice goal.
Yeah.
That was a really nice goal by Luka Modric there. Probably one of the best goals of the tournament so far. So, Group E.
Yeah.
We'll start with Sweden and Ireland because I feel we'll be on Italy and Belgium for a little bit. Sweden, Ireland again. Ireland. The fans were great. The fans were fantastic that game. I had no problem with the fans. They were great. Ireland took the lead over through Wes Hoolahan. It was a really good volley by Wes Hoolahan. And just typical Irish, they sat back and were looking to counter, and that was ultimately the demise in the end there. I mean, Ibra got an own goal there, or helped with an own goal there off of
He's
Clark.
so good he can make the other player score for him. Zlatan for you, man.
Yeah, I mean, no, you know what? He was pretty solid in the game. I mean, probably should have buried a couple chances there, but you know what? I felt bad for Ireland because, like I said, I thought they'd maybe get it done, and Sweden, they kept pressing and they did a really good job there towards the end and got the goal via their own goal, but it was a really solid cross by Ibra to allow the own goal to happen, I guess you could say. So again, not too much going on. There was an entertaining game still, but I mean it was a good 1-1 draw, one of the better draws in the tournament. There, well, the game we both watched there, Italy and Belgium there, and you know what? Don't get me wrong, I was happy we won. I was very happy we got a 2-0 scoreline, and I feel that even though we don't have the quality many of the big nations have, we do have a team as a unity under Conte. So I guess they're looking better than I thought they would. So I'll give them that much.
To be honest, I'm not surprised how they played.
What
I'm not surprised that they actually managed to score. Like the scoreline, like to be honest, I expect as much. Everyone was kind of downing Italy, but the way that Conte likes to play, that he brought his team up that he likes. They weren't the most convincing Italy side, but like I said, Italy, with the players that he brought up, are going to do what they want them to do. It's not going to be spectacular. It's not going to be really offensive. They did play more offensive than you expected them to.
Oh yeah, I really expect them to just sit back as soon as they scored that first goal, but they still attacked for a majority of the game. It was around the 70th minute, which is common for a team to kind of just defend more. But that pass by Bonucci is probably the best pass of the tournament so far. I have yet to see a pass greater than that. That was a phenomenal pass to Jackerini.
He almost literally put that on a platter for Jackerini. There's no...
Yeah.
If Jackerini messed it up, if I was Conte, off. That was, by definition, that was a perfect ball.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
no way Jackerini could have messed that touch up.
It was a good touch, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I mean, the pass, if that pass doesn't happen, like, Jackerini he had no choice. I mean, in the matter, like if he screws that up exactly, that's huge. That's a missed opportunity there. But
Pierre was calling Bonucci. I was like, good job. You learned well. You learned well from me.
Yeah, no, it was a great pass by Bonucci. I just want we'll quickly talk about Belgium. As good as or as solid as Italy were that game, Belgium were very lackluster, to say the least. I mean, don't get me wrong. Italy came in, they did what they needed to do, but it was really easy for Italy at times. Belgium, the creativity at times really wasn't there.
No.
Made it very easy. Just give the ball to Hazard, and he just does everything pretty much. That's for some reason how they were playing. And Belgium clearly have a better team. They could have easily gotten, well, not easily, but they could have gotten goals. Origi missed 2 really solid chances.
3.
Header.
I think if you would have jumped a little bit earlier, you could have scored that back heel when you're trying to back heel it in.
Oh, the back heel, yeah.
If you would have timed that better, I think that could have been a very good scoring chance.
Yes, the back heel, yeah. But I think Lukaku should score. That was a massive miss by Lukaku. No business missing that one. But
there's a lot of credits for Lukaku in that game. But to be completely fair, the way they're utilizing Lukaku, it just did not fit the style. The way they're trying to play Lukaku as like a kind of he brought the play up. It's not how Lukaku plays. He's kind of an out-and-out striker. He's a guy who's going to get you the goals. You don't play through him. If you wanted to play through him, you put Origi on or you put Batshuayi on. And once they put Origi on, they look like a much better Belgium team.
No,
that's exactly
absolutely. Nainggolan was a stupid substitution. Don't know why they took off Nainggolan. I would have much rather, if I was a Belgian coach, I would much rather kept him on and taken off Fellaini, who really brought nothing new to the team. Even if he kept him on for aerial balls, there wasn't really anything he could do. I mean, half the time the ball wasn't even near him.
No.
So, but you know what? Italy, like I said, they did as a unit, got it done. Belgium.
Exact opposite.
Yeah, exact opposite. A bunch of individuals trying to get it done. I would strip Hazard of the captaincy. I would probably give it to Vertonghen. He's probably the most likeliest candidate to get it. He actually seemed to have cared.
He needs to put Vertonghen back in the middle because where was Vertonghen to... Alderweireld missed that. No one was screaming at him. Alderweireld didn't even see that ball by Bonucci.
It was Alderweireld and Simon though. It was both. Both need better communication there. You can't. Alderweireld was probably at fault.
He did have a really good reaction, but
yeah.
there should have been communication there and someone to speak up.
No, absolutely, yeah. You know what? Here's one point I mentioned too. With Buffon and Courtois. And Courtois played great. He made 2 or 3 big saves that could have been more. But here's the thing. Here's the difference between Buffon and Courtois. Buffon, and there were only like 3 or 4 really clear-cut chances for Belgium there that they could have probably scored on. Well, and when those happen, Buffon, he's yelling. He's like, what are you actually doing? Defense. You guys gotta wake up. Keep your concentration. And Courtois, when he makes a save, okay, guys, get ready for the corner. Okay, let's go, guys. It's like intensity. You know what I mean? Someone's got to step up on that squad. Buffon was there, Bonucci. Everyone was, stepping up at times. Everyone was saying, let's go, guys, communicating. Belgium, Hazard gets the ball, tries to deke by 3 guys, doesn't get by anyone, goes back, passes the defense, completely ruins everything for Belgium. So the coach has to wake them up. The coach has to unite them. I thought Wilmot's comments were really stupid. When he said all Italy do is defend, they don't play proper football. I wasn't really... Don't get me wrong. They did sit back later on. But I thought that was really, really stupid because it's your job as a coach to get them going and to actually change things. If something's clearly not working, which he did when he brought Origi on, but if something clearly wasn't working, you should have brought him on earlier.
Not to mention, they're playing up against Republic of Ireland and Sweden, which are also going to play defensively. It's his job as the manager to change his tactics to suit the team that they're facing.
Yeah.
To adapt the style,
So, I thought that was just really, just because they lost. It's kind of a little sore, to be fair. But, you know what? No. Like I said, I understand where he's coming from. But... It's yeah, exactly. As a coach, it's your job to get your team to play your style or to fix it if you see something wrong, which he took way too long to do.
No.
Waited way too long, and once he brought him on, it was too late, unfortunately. One thing I wanted to make too, if you knew Italy was going to counter, why are you playing such a high defensive line? I really don't understand that.
Kind of asking for it.
Yeah, if you apparently knew Italy was going to counter, which they really didn't do that until the end of the game when they started countering. Why would you play such a high line defensively? That's just exactly. You're asking for it. It's really stupid on his part. So Conte kind of showed them up tactically there, but Conte he did a decent job, Conte, and much better from Italy than I thought they were going to be. And I can't see why they shouldn't beat Sweden and Republic of Ireland. Holy crap. And we'll see from there on how well they do. Like I said, they could possibly finish with 9 points now. I don't see why they can't, but we'll see what happens without the rest of the tournament there.
Speaking of which, Group F,
biggest
upset. I think this surprised all of us.
Yeah.
Austria-Hungary, actually a bigger game than most people probably are thinking. Kind of forgetting the old history there, being a former joint nation. So obviously some big history there. Austria just... simply put, disappointing that game.
Like I said, what Belgium did to Italy, it was too easy for Italy to defend. It was way too easy for Hungary to defend in Austria. Way too easy. It was predictable at times. No creativity whatsoever. Alaba trying to get as much as he could going. Arnautovic needs to get the ball a lot more if he wants to do something. He's 6'4". Why aren't you crossing it to him in the box? I don't know. But... Hungary, you can't take away their performance. They did very well. They countered very, very well. Scored 2 goals on the counter. It was a red card to Austria that really put it away in the end there. Hungary got that second goal. But no excuses to be all this. Austria need to play a lot better and, maybe start some players that should be starting. I would have much rather, okay, Alaba, I don't mind Alaba in the midfield. All right, but Christian Fuchs, he's making a run, and he's a brilliant crosser. And I don't know why he's not getting the ball to cross it in on the flanks. So,
no, maybe they should put Alba as a left mid and put Arnautovic up top. But The one problem with that is Junozovic got injured that game.
Yeah.
So they don't have another top quality guy to play at midfield. And they kind of screw themselves there.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, Junozovic, he played quite well until he got injured. So he was once he left the game, they pretty much.
Imagine if he would have been there for that free kick. They actually could have tied it up before they scored the second goal.
Oh, you know, at Alaba, I mean, Christian Fuchs is a few guys who can take free kicks on the team.
But Junozovic is one of the best free kick takers in the Bundesliga and hands down better free kick takers than anyone on that team. I think he's one of the best free kick takers alone coming into the Euros. You know?
No, I'll give you that. He's a righty, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's right-footed, so he could have curled it in there, yeah. But, you know, again, Hungary surprised everyone, and Austria just needed to play better. It's plain and simple. Final game, Iceland and Portugal. I have kind of a beef with Ronaldo on this one. Alright? He came out after the game and said Iceland have no business celebrating because they tied the game. There's no reason to celebrate. They're not going to do anything the rest of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Here's my thing, Ronaldo. Okay? Yeah, he probably doesn't even care. You know, but
he doesn't.
Right? No, he doesn't. Here's my thing. Right? This is a nation of 330,000. That's the population of Windsor. Okay? You have half the 10% of the nation at that game. Right? That the crowd came and they're celebrating and everyone's having a good time. You guys are Portugal. You actually play football. Right? Iceland, this is their first major tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they not celebrate? Why would you not celebrate a tie against a nation supposed to be superior to you?
Not to mention a nation that's actually supposed to contend for the title as well.
Yeah. Alright? You guys are ranked in the top 10. I know the ranking system means nothing. Alright, I'll be honest. The ranking system's a joke. But apparently you guys are ranked in the top 10. And you can't beat Iceland. Why would they not celebrate? If anything, it looks really bad on you. So if you're going to come out and be, you know, sore and, oh, they should this and this and this, think about it. When you celebrate and take your shirt off and you score a pen against a low team in BBVA, but it's okay for you to celebrate. When you're already winning 10-1, you score a pen. Okay? But, you know, if Iceland tie you, who are far superior in the rankings anyway, that's apparently not okay. I don't understand that. I really think he's just being an idiot, just sore. But maybe they wouldn't be celebrating if you would have scored that header 5 yards out in the final minute. You know, I'm just saying, didn't head at the keeper. Maybe they wouldn't be celebrating. You know, you guys would be, or at least be happy you won. So that's all I have to say on that. I thought that was really childish. You win and you lose, you know, with dignity. You shake the opponent's hand. You don't walk off and not give your shirt away. You know what I mean? That's stupid. When, you know, you swap jerseys, you're going to walk off and not give anyone your jersey because you tied Iceland?
Pretty sure a lot of Iceland players are probably wanting that jersey too.
Yeah, no, because I even saw it on the TV. The guy, he just walked off. And they made it abundantly clear too afterwards. And the post show. So I thought that was really pathetic on Ronaldo's part.
I'm going to take it a little bit further. Even then, he complained that they're playing defensive and do nothing. You know, obviously it's a completely different setting, you know, group stage in the final. But I was watching that Champions League final. Real Madrid, one of the most expensive team in the world. They literally they're playing like, at times like Chelsea. And that's, to me, that's pathetic. You're Real Madrid playing against Atletico Madrid, who literally just sit back. You made them play up because you weren't going up.
No, but
you
dude, that's okay though. Because
no, it's okay.
That's okay though.
Yeah,
Ronaldo won the championship.
Obviously, it's a completely different setting. Championship, you don't care. You want to win the championship. It's more important. But this same thing, they need that tie to go through. Like seriously.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, Iceland was taking the game to Portugal at times.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. And further note, whoever is managing Portugal is clearly an idiot because he only had 2 defenders on that field.
Mm-hmm.
He had Verina and Guerrero, who aren't even fullbacks. They're wingers converted into a fullback. So when you only have 2 real defenders on that field, What do you expect? Of course you're going to concede. Seriously. Like, that's just stupid.
And to you thinking, what, Pepe's a defender? No, he's not. He's kind of just, he's a little bit of a baby.
If anything, it was Pepe's fault. It wasn't even Varina's fault.
No.
Varina took his man, and Pepe just went towards Varina for some reason. So, if you're really going to be that sore because you guys couldn't beat Iceland, right? Put it this way. Iceland qualified in their group first over the Dutch, Czech, and Turkey. Don't get me wrong. Netherlands were extremely poor. Okay? Extremely poor this year. But they're a big team, Netherlands. They beat Netherlands. They beat Turkey, and they qualified over Czech Republic, who were all in the tournament, aside from Netherlands. Okay? So they deserve to be there. And when they go and show up Portugal, Ronaldo, you can't talk smack. You have nothing. If you would have scored that fifth, like I said, 5-yard header in the final minute, you know, or if you would have scored half the chances you had, you guys would be celebrating, or you guys would be happy you won. That's all I'm gonna say.
To be honest, too, there's a lot of times he got a lot more space than he should have had that he didn't capitalize on.
Yeah,
he didn't take advantage of it. There's times like Ronaldo's wide open. I'm surprised Iceland's not man marking with 2-3 guys. He's wide open. He's not doing anything. You're supposed to be the best player in the world. Show it.
Yeah, and don't do this thing. Oh, they were fouling me. Okay.
They were. Look, this is a rough game, both parts.
Okay, you think they're really gonna give him an easy time? You really think they're just gonna let him through?
No.
You think they let Lewandowski through at Poland? You think Ibra had an easy time? You think Bale had an easy time against Slovakia? You think any world-class player had an easy time in this Euro so far?
Nope.
Anyone? No. They're not going to give you... every time you're touched, it's not a foul, Ronaldo, okay? Don't go down every time you're getting touched, okay? Stand up. You're a big boy. You're strong. You're fast, all right? Okay? Don't be like that. Okay? There's no need for that. Seriously. It's stupid.
No.
And that's exactly what I hate about today's football. Everyone's a diva. Okay? Alright?
Sports in general.
Basketball's getting bad now, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know, aside from Ronaldo, because they're putting a lot to Ronaldo, which we kind
because
of
he said something stupid, yeah.
But at the same time, you know, just how the coach set out the team, like some players are on, it's like, why are these guys playing? It's not that some of these players were good enough to play, but why are you putting this guy on with this guy? They don't complement each other. You're playing two players who won't. They had no balance. I don't know why.
Takes off Yao Moutinho, who created the most chances.
Yeah.
Subs him off.
Carvalho didn't start. Andre Gomes was pretty good, but there's a lot of times no one's supporting him. No one was supporting each other. They're trying to come up. A lot of times I felt like
again, Portugal are a team of individuals.
And I thought
they've always been that though.
No. Back in the day when Ronaldo was first coming up, they're actually a really good team.
Oh, when they had Figo and all that, yeah. But no, it's always been since the later part of since the 2006 World Cup. It's always been mainly a group of individuals.
That's unfortunate because they have a
guys
really
like
good
Nani, guys like Quaresma, guys like Ronaldo that really only care for themselves. Unfortunately,
Quaresma actually had a pretty solid game when he first came on afterwards.
He came on. Well, Nani even had a good game, but he needs to pass at times. Same as Quaresma, same as Ronaldo. You're not as good as you guys are. You can't win. 3 people can't beat the team.
No,
it's not simple.
And
I should be working for ESPN.
No, but another thing too, like coming into the friendlies, I thought they really started to click. But as they come to the Euros, just all that chemistry that they built just went to nothing.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. It's feed Ronaldo for some reason. I mean, every time it's just feed Ronaldo. You know, we have guys that are solid.
You know, I hate to say it, say Ronaldo gets injured somehow, I think that'd be the biggest blessing to Portugal.
Honestly,
some people probably have my heads for that statement, but yeah, it's how it is.
Defend better. First of all, okay, Portugal, you got to defend better. You got to feed the wings a lot more than you were, right? Every time they crossed it in, it was always a very good chance. Like Ronaldo and Nani got a header on it. No one was crossing the ball in hardly, right? And exactly, stop playing so narrow. Feed the wings, right? Don't go through Ronaldo every time.
Plus, they should have came up through Guerrero, and they should have came up for Varina.
Oh, Guerrero was good though.
Very good. He's one
You know
of
what?
Portugal's best players.
He was one of the but defensively he's a liability, but he's a very good player. I would much rather see him as a left mid, but what are you gonna do? So, anything else? That's it.
Just do better, because Portugal, the teams they have, they should be doing a lot better than they are. They need to play like a team. They need to utilize the talent that they have.
Oh yeah, a few individuals. That sucks. A few individuals need to start playing as a team for sure. Belgium can be a much better team when they actually work as a unit. Same as Portugal. And Turkey as well to a certain extent.
Spain need to step their game up. They need to play much better than they have been playing.
Yeah. Alright, I guess that's it, guys. That's the end of our video. And like I said, I will try and get that NHL video out this week sometime. So if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and peace.